Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Stock Market Today. It's Ali, Coram, and Shreve with the breakdown of the action in today's session, where we saw strong gains across the board, Ken, and a couple of interesting stocks to take a look at.
Yes, indeed. The action was pretty good in the broad market today. Breadth was very positive on both exchanges. So we'll start by taking a look at solar firm Enphase. Also take a look at a pretty rare chart in the technology sector, a technology stock possibly setting up for a breakout here. Epam Systems, and finally Flex LNG, which also made a nice move today.
All right, we'll provide you some detailed analysis on those three stocks, but first let's take a look at the major indexes. So the NASDAQ Composite today up 2.7%. We also had the S&P 500 up 1.8%, the Dow up 1.3%, and the Russell 2000 up some 2.2%. So especially encouraging too, Ken, given that we did get a warning from Microsoft. So whereas before it seemed like the market was really getting hit on news from big name companies, today really shook that off.
Well, yeah, I remember you guys talking last week on IBD Live, and just in recent shows about the market's ability to shrug off bad news. It's almost a sign that perhaps the selling pressure that we've been experiencing could be close to being exhausted. So we got a nice follow-through day for the NASDAQ last week. That's looking pretty good at this point. But yeah, this morning it was not only this earnings and sales warning from Microsoft, but it was a pretty weak ADP report that came in well below expectations. And of course, the jobs report tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time could be a market mover. But I have to say, so far, this confirmed uptrend is looking okay, especially in light of today's action.
All right, and let's also take a quick look at the S&P 500 here. So with the NASDAQ getting support right around its 21-day line, same here for the S&P. And it does look like it is trading kind of around that same range over the last couple of sessions, but we did get some power by the close. So with this chart showing up about 1.55%, the S&P up 1.8% by the end of the day. So clearing a small trading range here for the S&P, and taking a look at the Dow, nice upside reversal at the 21-day line as well. And a quick look at the 10-year Treasury yield backing off a little bit today, but this rebound after the pullback still very much intact here.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, at least in terms of the 10-year note, could see some movement in the bond market tomorrow after the non-farm payrolls report. But overall, listen, this obviously the prospect for higher interest rates is certainly there, and the fact that these interest rates, a 10-year yield, is holding right above that 50-day moving average, still in an uptrend here, and we'll see where yields go tomorrow. But all in all, this confirmed uptrend is looking, like I said, looking pretty good.
Okay, well, let's take a look at a name out of the solar industry. We've got Enphase here, clearing a double bottom entry, up 9% today, above average volume on the move. And, solar, if you take a look at a weekly chart, it doesn't even show you the full move that a lot of solar stocks were making in 2020. Ken, I can even go to a monthly chart. Maybe that'll show an even better picture. But this is a stock that has had a big past move. It's taken a lot of time off, but the current action is quite promising.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is, you can see the pattern recognition outlining a double bottom base here, and you see that recent high of 192.90. That's what we would call the pivot point, the buy point at 10 cents. So it's 193. And yeah, really nice close for Enphase. It had bumped up against that 200 level and pulled back, not too much, but it was getting some early resistance at 200. But nice to see it rally into the close. You can see the volume that came in late on that intraday chart. So we put this one on leaderboard today. We've been slowly but surely increasing exposure, not aggressively, but this seemed to make sense here, and finished nicely above the buy point. And you can see still in that 5% buy zone.
All right, and elsewhere, let's take a look at Epam Systems. You mentioned this is a tech stock that's on its way to repairing. Took a pretty sizable hit earlier in the year related to the Ukraine and Russia tensions, but it's trying to get its feet back beneath it, back above the 50-day line, and forming a trading range.
Yeah, definitely. And I would say if this stock were to take out that recent high of 364.65, it would be actionable. I think the stock still looks good right here. It came nicely off that bottom when it hit a low of 168, rallied up to 330, moved sideways, rallied up to 364, moving sideways again, holding on to gains, holding on to these support levels here. So I think EPAM looks really good in this market. And if the uptrend stays intact, this one could easily see more upside.
All right, and a strong move from Flex LNG today, closing up nearly 8%. Some strong volume behind this move, Ken, blasting higher off of converging moving averages and clearing a trend line.
Yeah, results in the latest quarter, which was a few weeks ago, revenue down 8%. That raises raises an eyebrow. Not sure what the story is there. Also, a material slowdown in earnings, but technically, this is what a breakout from a downtrend looks like. It crossed the 30 level, so this stock is not on a downtrend anymore. And today's heavy volume move, I think, strengthens its technical picture quite a bit. Natural gas stocks have been doing very well, and this was a bullish move today for FLNG.
Yeah, yet another name in the energy sector presenting a buying opportunity or setting up after a move earlier this year. Thank you, Ken, and thanks to everyone for tuning in. We'll be back with more tomorrow morning on IBD Live. If you are a Swing Trader subscriber or trialist, make sure you head on over to swingtrader.investors.com. In about 15 minutes or less from now, actually, we will have our Swing Trader Scorecard webinar where we're talking about monthly performance and really digging into the nitty gritty of what went down in the month with the team. So looking forward to seeing you there, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on IBD Live. As I mentioned, investors.com/IBD Live. Anne-Marie Bain, options expert, is going to be joining us, so we will see you there to cap off the week.